Most people think you need $500,000 saved up to buy a real business, but that's bullshit. You're sitting at a desk right now making decent money, thinking business ownership is for the wealthy, but it's not. I'm going to show you exactly which businesses that you can actually afford based on your current salary, all right? Not what some guru thinks you should buy, what the actual numbers say that you can afford without bankrupting yourself. If you're making around 50 grand a year, there are specific business types that fit your budget. If you're making six figures, there's a whole category most people completely overlook. And at the end, I'll show you the one model that works at every income level, okay? It's the business that nobody talks about, but it's the smartest play for building real wealth. You've been researching business opportunities for 3 years, right? And at this point, you've got a PhD in indecision. Let's fix that today. Most small businesses that require inventory, staff, and physical locations fail within 5 years. But businesses built on service delivery and digital infrastructure, they survive at way higher rates. That's what matters when you're deciding what to buy. There's a model most people don't even know exists. You build simple websites that rank in Google for local services, plumbers, roofers, contractors. When people search for those services, your site shows up, the leads come in, and you rent those leads to actual businesses for monthly payments. That's digital leasing. You're building digital properties that generate leads, and local businesses pay you every month for those leads. You have no inventory, no employees, just websites that produce you income. Click the link for the free training. I'll walk you through how I built a portfolio that brings in over $41,000 per month. My students are making $2,000 to $6,000 a month doing the exact same thing. Check it out. Let me break down what's actually within reach for each income bracket now. If you're making $30,000 to $50,000 a year, at this level, you're looking for businesses with low barriers to entry. Things like food trucks, because you've got low overhead, right? No rent on a building. You park where the people are. The challenge here is you're working in that truck every single day, but people build solid businesses starting with just one truck and then scaling to multiple trucks. Mobile detailing as well can start for under $5,000. You need a van, right? And equipment. You go to people's houses and detail their cars on site. The convenience factor is huge for this one. You start solo, right? You book yourself solid, then hire crews. The margins are solid as well because your overhead is extremely low. Things like lawn care services cost almost nothing to start, right? You need a little bit of equipment, a truck, and a hustle. All right, the demand is constant for this niche. You start doing it yourself, guys. You build a client base, then you hire crews while you focus on sales. It's definitely reoccurring revenue all season long as well, right? The key at this level is businesses with steady demand where you can start lean and then scale by hiring people. If you're making $50,000 to $75,000 a year, at this level, you can invest more up front, right? So things like home service franchises like window cleaning or carpet cleaning, they cost you anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000. You're buying a proven system with this. They've figured out the marketing, the pricing, the operations. You pay for that knowledge, right? The survival rate, guys, is way higher than independent startups because you're not figuring everything out from scratch, right? So like commercial cleaning contracts are different from residential, right? You're bidding on office buildings, medical facilities, retail stores. The contracts are bigger and stable. Once you land one, it's reoccurring revenue every single month. You need bonding though, right? You need insurance and commercial equipment, but the contracts renew year after year for this. And specialized trade services like power washing or holiday lighting, guys, can charge premium prices. Holiday lighting businesses, guys, make most of their money in just 2 months. But those 2 months are extremely profitable, right? You dominate one market, then expand to nearby cities. You're buying into proven systems and consistent demand. If you're making $75,000 to $100,000 a year, at this level, you can afford businesses with existing cash flow, right? You buy an existing service business like landscaping, HVAC, plumbing. These businesses are already generating revenue with clients, employees, and equipment already in place, right? The benefit is that you have immediate cash flow. The challenge is keeping clients, right, and employees after that ownership change. But you're buying years of relationships the previous owner already built. Multi-unit franchises. So you open multi-locations instead of just one, right? Maybe 3 window cleaning or 2 carpet cleaning businesses. The power is efficiency, right? You share marketing and management across all locations. Your profit per unit then goes up. So you're building something with serious equity. B2B service companies, guys like IT support or payroll services, sell monthly contracts to businesses, right? The opportunity is the reoccurring revenue here. Businesses pay every single month for services they can't do themselves. So you sign contracts and they stay for years. This level is all about leverage, okay? You're buying existing revenue or building reoccurring contracts that compound. If you're making $100,000 to $150,000 a year, at this level, you're building scale, right? Buy an established company doing multiple millions in revenue, right? Manufacturing, distribution, specialized services. But these businesses are profitable with established customers. So you finance most of it and you set up immediate cash flow. So you're buying years of customer relationships and operational infrastructure. Senior care franchises are growing fast right now, guys. Baby boomers need in-home care and the demand is increasing. The challenge is recruiting caregivers. But if you solve the labor side of this, the revenue is consistent. This is long-term wealth building, right? Equipment-based businesses like construction equipment, rental, or specialty tool rental serves contractors and businesses everywhere, right? The capital barrier protects your margins as well. The contracts are long-term and reoccurring, right? You're charging premium rates because you're solving critical needs for projects that can't move forward without your equipment. So you're buying businesses that replace your income entirely. This is your exit from employment. The 150,000 plus bracket, at this level, you're building real wealth. Roll-up strategies, right? Mean like buying multiple small businesses in the same industry and then consolidating them into one. And by combining the operations and marketing, you increase margins significantly. After just a few years, you sell the consolidated business at a premium price. You're creating enterprise value, right? Multi-location operations mean building franchise locations across markets. You're generating some serious income with real equity value. This is how you go from high income to actual wealth. Every decision here is about building equity for that exit. Everything that I just showed you works, but they all require serious capital, operational complexity, and time commitment, right? There's a different model that works at every income level. It scales from 30 grand a year all the way to 150 plus, and it has higher profit margins and lower risk. It's called digital leasing. You build websites that rank for local services, right? When somebody searches for plumber, your site shows up. The lead comes into you. You rent that lead flow to a plumber for a monthly fee. You're not doing the work. You're not managing the employees. You're building digital assets that generate leads, and businesses pay you monthly for it. If you're making 30 grand a year, you build a few properties. That's a few thousand per month extra income, right? If you're making 75 grand, you build more. That's tens of thousands of dollars per month. If you're making 150 grand plus, you build a portfolio with a team. That's some serious monthly revenue for yourself. The survival rate is way higher than anything else we talked about. Your profit margins are way better. You're building something with a fraction of the capital and a fraction of the operational headache. You're not choosing between digital leasing and traditional businesses because one is real and one isn't. You're choosing based on capital efficiency, time leverage, and wealth creation. Traditional businesses build wealth slowly through cash flow, right? But digital leasing builds wealth rapidly through high margin reoccurring revenue. The business you can afford isn't just about money in your bank account, okay? It's about which model gives you the best return on capital, time, and risk. Every business I showed you works, but which one gets you to your goals faster with less capital and less complexity? Most people choose the business that looks legitimate over the business that actually builds wealth, okay? Don't be most people. I've built a portfolio of digital properties that bring in over $41,000 per month. I've got students making $2,000 to $6,000 a month from digital leasing. The free training is in the description. I'll walk you through the entire system. Click the link, watch the training. Let's go build something that lasts.